Nathan's dad plays Minecraft. 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 Nathan's dad plays Minecraft.
Dad, is this really your intro?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nathan's Dad Plays Minecraft. Today we're going to start a new world, World 4.07. The link for this world will be in the description. It's actually a very cool version of Skyblock. They've just updated it to include bees, which, with the new Minecraft update, bees are not such a big deal to get anymore anyway. And they've also added a witch farm, so I figured rather than continuing with the old world and using commands, I could just go ahead and start over since we weren't really too far along. Alright, so what you need to do to get started in Skyblock, you start off on an island that does not have much on it. A couple of flowers, a chest, and a tree, and some dirt. So what I do is I go ahead and gather all of the items on the grass first, hoping to get a wheat seed. Not super vital at this point, but helps you get started. And then, of course, the two flowers. Then I take the bottom three logs out of the tree. You can get those pretty safely without having to worry about the logs falling off the edge. And if you do, it's not a huge deal. Then you're going to want to set up your cobblestone generator. Now, the way you want to do this is at the chest, you want to dig a trench 4 wide. The first two are 1 deep, and then the third one is 2 deep. It's very important that you do it this way and in this order. In other words, you're going to turn your lava into obsidian, and this is the only lava in the game. So without this lava, you're not going to be able to make cobblestone, and you're going to have to start over. So as you can see in the chest, we've got quite a few items. We've got the lava, the ice, which will turn into water, some seeds, some other stuff. Yep, let's see. Sugarcane, sea pickle, turtle eggs. So very cool. Now before you put this in the cobblestone generator, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and put the lava over the side like that. Now this is very important with the ice. You have to break it over a solid block. Other words, it will just disappear and then you're going to lose your water, and that also means game over. So now what we're going to do now is we are going to create a cobblestone trail all the way down to the bottom of the world. Now you don't necessarily need to do this right away, but it's kind of nice to go ahead and get this out of the way while you're doing some other things like making the pickaxe, making the crafting table, some things of that nature, so that way that lava can go ahead and get to the bottom. Now we're also going to turn the watermelon into seeds. I may as well do that now because you're going to need to do that to plant it anyway, and while you're waiting for that lava to go down. You've also got 10 obsidian in here to make a nether portal, which is the only obsidian you're going to have unless you turn your lava source into obsidian. Then it's start over anyway. But I do not turn the tree, or do not take all the wood out of the tree, because in other words your leaves are going to decay, and at this point in the game that would mean potentially losing an oak sapling because it falls off of the edge. It's possible, if you do not get a sapling in this version of Skyblock, to still continue. If you look at my series in 4.06, I actually did not get a sapling here, and so I played as far as I could with that. And sure enough, if you go out to the swamp island to get your second water source, you do have enough resources to mine enough cobble to get there, and then you can get a sapling potentially from that tree. But wood kind of important in the first part of the game. Alright, so yeah, so that lava was all the way to the bottom, so we put the water source 2 over, and then that'll make a cobble trail all the way down to the end, to the bottom of the world, which is going to come in handy a little bit later. That means we don't have to duck over the edge in water and worry about breathing and stuff like that. So now when you set up the cobblestone generator the way I just did, what you want to do is you want to put the water in first. If you put the lava in first, there's a potential that it could turn the lava into obsidian. So you always want to put the water in first, and that's with any time you do one of these cobblestone generators. Once we get going a little bit, I'm going to move this and encase it in cobblestone, so that way it doesn't catch fire, as you've seen it periodically will do. The other reason you want to put the lava towards the chest and not towards the tree is the chest and the crafting table are not going to catch fire, and we'll put a furnace here in a little bit as well. Those three items are not going to catch fire. However, the tree will catch fire, and it will catch fire rather quickly, and at that point it's going to be well, a very unfortunate thing if that happens. So okay, so at this point what I'm going to do is go ahead and make a couple of stone pickaxes. And I'll go ahead and use this wood one up just because at this point everything is valuable. Put those back in. Put that back in. You know something, I'm going to cover this lava just so I don't accidentally step in it. That would be my luck. And also, you've got a better chance of that cobblestone hitting that top half slab rather than going straight in the lava. So just increase your effectiveness at this cobblestone generator. And later in the series I'll build a lossless one, but the second one I build normally lasts me for a good part of a series just because it doesn't lose a whole lot. It does lose some, but honestly I normally wait until I get a little bit of redstone to go ahead and do that. So anyway, I'm going to mine a little bit of cobblestone here, and then I'll be back when we get ready to finish mining that tree. Okay, and we're back. We are taking the cobblestone pillar, I guess you would call it, down underneath the dirt. Put a half slab there, make sure nothing spawns. We're in the spawn chunk anyway, and there's a certain range where stuff will never spawn, but you know something, why the heck not? Made a little stair step there as well, make it a little bit easier for us to get up. Now a lot of people you will see will do this on the dirt level, which is fine. You can do it on the dirt level if you want. I do it underneath the dirt just because this is where we're going to be anyway to get the dirt, and so may as well at this point just go ahead and build our platform underneath the dirt, so that way it makes their life a little bit easier a little bit later on. So I'll put a half slab there. Whoops, that's not right. Yep, and now we'll be able to get up from here fairly easily. Yep. There we go. And all these are half slabs, so nothing will be able to spawn on here, which is kind of what we want. Okay, I'm going to build out this platform a little bit. And probably didn't necessarily need to do that, but you know something, why the heck not? And I'll build this platform out, and I'll be back when we start doing the trees. Alright, now we're back. As you can see, I put a couple of dirt blocks there as well, so we can plant some saplings down there. Maybe we'll get 3, 4, 5, 8 saplings out of this oak tree. 8, I think is a little bit unrealistic. Oh my gosh, we got one right away. This is awesome. So getting a sapling out of this first tree isn't as important as it used to be in some of the older versions of Skyblock, since you can make it out to the swamp island with the resources that you get from these 6 logs here, and then there's an oak tree on that island as well, and so you've got a chance of getting a sapling from there if you don't get it from here. But it's always nice when you get it. It saves me a trip out there. I can go ahead and set up the cobblestone generator on this island first and get all that stuff ready as well. Let's see. Yep. And I planted that tree right away just because the sooner you plant it, the sooner we can get more wood. And you do not have to break the leaves. That's, oh nice, got a stick down there. It's the same odds of getting a sapling, from what I understand, if you break the leaves versus just letting them decay naturally. My problem is I forget to go back and pick up the saplings, and so then, you know, that's kind of not a good situation to be in if you got saplings and then you forget to pick them up. So most time I will end up breaking the leaves if I need the saplings, just because I don't want to forget them. So yep, put a little bit of dirt down here, and this will be the start of our tree farm. I'm going to build out this way and put a few more places for trees down here, just so we can grow a lot more trees than we otherwise would have been able to, make life easier for us. And then I'm also going to go ahead and set up a cobblestone generator as well. I know we've got that one up there. I'm going to set up a little bit better one down here in the stone so it doesn't catch fire constantly, because I've probably put out about 8-10 fires on the ground, which, you know, seems a little bit excessive. I don't remember it being that many in the past, but stuff sure has caught on fire today. And thankfully we put the lava over by the chest, so we don't have to worry about the tree catching on fire. But now that we're getting a few more trees, it'd be nice not to have to worry about stuff catching on fire all the time. And so we'll go ahead and put a cobblestone generator down here, and I think that's what we'll call the episode. So I'm going to be right back when we get ready to build that. And we are back. One thing I forgot to do earlier was go ahead and make a furnace. One of these logs we're going to turn into a piece of coal. So this is how you make your torches in Skyblocks. Obviously we don't have regular coal, and so we're going to need charcoal. So 2 sticks will burn 1 thing of wood, turn it into a piece of charcoal. Then we need a stick, and that'll give us 4 torches to where we can light up the area. So once we get a few more trees, we'll be able to make some more. But for now, this will give us a little bit of light in the area. Let there be light, and there was light. And now we can see. Pretty awesome. But the other thing that we need this for is the fact that trees need light to grow. And so this way they can go through their growth stages in the dark as well, possibly getting us some trees a little bit earlier. So super excited about potentially getting that. And next I think we'll go ahead and build that cobblestone generator down here. So I will be back when I'm ready to do that. Okay, so we are going to make this cobblestone generator in this corner over here. Now the design of this one, I'm sure other people have done it, but I just kind of figured this out on my own, just playing around with stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to use the water stream in this one to push the cobblestone towards us as we mine it. Again, this is not a lossless system because you are still going to lose stuff to the lava, but it's not going to be as big an issue as that one we were doing. Plus, you're not going to have to jump over the lava and the cobblestone to get the cobblestone that was on the other side of the wall there. This will push everything towards us, or the vast majority of stuff towards us, and then we don't have to worry about that anymore. Just one less thing, right? So let's kind of talk a little bit about what we're going to do next. I've got an idea for a mob farm that I've not seen anybody else do, so it's kind of going to be a neat deal. It's going to be a mob farm you can finish your first in-game day. I bet you can do it in probably 3, 4, 5 hours if you really hump it and get to work. But it's going to be, not only does it get you the normal string, stuff like string and rotten flesh and bones and arrows and the occasional witch drop. It's also going to get you the gravel, which you get from zombies in this version of Skyblock, and it's going to get you clay. Clay is going to be a really cool thing to have. And then in addition to the clay, it's also going to get you a good bit of armor, which we obviously do not have at this point in the game, because the only thing that's going to survive is stuff that has protection on it, because we want to filter out the creepers, and so we're going to do that. So being able to get clay and armor and even records, which, you know, you would think, oh my gosh, this is Skyblock, what good are records going to do you? Well, there are diamonds in Skyblock. In the end cities, you can get diamonds in the chest. So we will be able to eventually make a record player, and so we're going to be able to play some records, which will be a fun thing if it works right. It's all in my head now, so I'm pretty sure it'll work, but you know, I probably shouldn't be talking about it this early on in the series. Okay, so I'm leaving a hole there because that's where the lava is going to go. And the lava will go 2 down, and then the water will go in that back deal right there, and it'll flow down to us, and we'll be able to collect the cobblestone that way. The lava will be safe, and we will have our cobblestone pushed to us through the water. Pretty sure this works. So yeah, so as always with these, you want to place the water first, so that way your lava doesn't turn into a brick. A couple extra oak saplings. See, trying to work out exactly how this is going to work. I went ahead and primed it with that first piece of cobblestone, just because, yeah, that should be fine. Put a half slab here so we're at the right height. Should flow down and flow right into us. It seems like every time I build this I have to figure it out. Hopefully that should work. Line this up a little bit. Keep the mobs from spawning. And as always, while I'm building this and while you guys are following along at home, if you like this series, I'm trying to build my son's channel up a little bit. And so if you like this series, then I would appreciate it if you would go ahead and like and subscribe. He's trying to get to 100 subscribers so he can rename his ULR. Unfortunately, he has not been wanting to make much content. I held out for a little while, but I'm going to go ahead and start making these videos on a regular basis, so that way maybe we can get him a little bit of content. So no, I don't think that's right. Well, let's give it a shot, see what we got here. Oh, nice, and another tree. Very cool. 4 saplings now, plus I've got several trees planted, so, you know, one less thing to worry about. And an apple. That's cool. Now we are going to need apples to cure zombie villagers, but we should have plenty by the time we get to that point. That'll of course open up villager trades, which opens up a whole new world for us. Diamond tools, diamond armor, etc, etc. So let's go ahead and put this water in here, see if this works. Nice. You know something, that's gonna... I don't think I like that. Well, we'll see. Alright, let's try this. Yep, and of course, that's going to turn that into cobblestone there, and so that's going to be a bit of a pain to mine it this way. And so yeah, I think if we move it up one more, that should be fine. Da, da, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that should work. All right, let's put the... Forgot how hard it is to move in water with that depth strider. There we go. We got that. Let's put our cobblestone down. And now let's put the lava back there. Let's see if this works. I bet you it will. Very nice. And that is exactly what we want. Now we'll be able to mine here underneath this awning. So we're safe from phantoms. Actually, you know something? I probably need to put a solid block above my head instead of a half slab. Pretty sure that's the case. I might be wrong there, but put some slabs up over your head so you don't get interrupted with phantoms during the middle of the night. And this is just until we can get a bed, because once we get a bed, then phantoms, as long as we sleep on a regular basis, are not going to be a thing to worry about. So yeah, so I'm going to build this up and call the episode there. Everybody, I appreciate you watching, and I know Nathan appreciates it as well. Again, like and subscribe if you like the channel and want me to keep doing videos like this, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.